How you doing, guys? It's Mark from Cars and Cameras, and today we're going to take a look at something a little bit different, something that interests me quite a bit, and that is these VR 360-degree cameras. We're going to take a look at the Ricoh Theta, and it looks very interesting, so let's get right down to it. Okay, so when you open up the box, it comes with four things. It's very basic. You have, of course, your 360-degree Theta camera. You have this protective case, which I'll go over more in a minute. You have your USB cable and this very basic manual, okay? So let's get right to the camera, okay? So the camera has two lenses. They're both 1080p, okay? The camera records at 30 frames per second. It's the only setting that it does. And it can do 720p, but you don't want to do that, and I'll go over that in a minute. Because what happens when you stitch together the two 1080p images, you actually lower the resolution by quite a bit, and it looks quite soft. So you never want to use the 720p setting. I know you can get a little bit more recording time, but it's just not what you want to do. So the camera will record for 25 minutes. The recording media is built in. Also, the battery is built in. So, like I said, due to packaging reasons, you know, the battery and the memory card are not removable. Let's take a look at how it actually works. So there's a power button here, and when we turn it on, right now the device is in video mode. It also does still mode, and how you access that is this little button here. You know, I was using this on a selfie stick, and also, you know, you could just set it somewhere like that. Also, you can see on top, those are the two microphones. It does pick up audio. It works okay. And but the main thing is, you know, it sees everything. Now, an interesting thing about the device is, you see how I have it now here. It's, you know, straight up and down. This is how you're going to want to have it, obviously. Now, when you're walking with it and you kind of tilt, it's what it does is it actually keeps the device straight. So I don't know. There's either like there's a sensor or something that's always keeping it the horizon level straight, because if it dips and it was kind of like this, you know, your videos are going to be like unbearable, unwatchable. You're not going to want to see them. So when you do move around a little bit, it keeps everything straight. It's kind of cool. That's a feature that I know a lot of people really haven't mentioned. So back to the device again. Right now it's in photo mode, and if we want to take photos, you just press the button like that. And every time I press the button, it's taking a 360-degree shot. And it does a pretty good job of that. It's pretty cool. I want to show you how it works in video mode. So we're back to still mode, and then down here you have still pictures and video. So if I press that button, you see there, we're toggling back and forth. Now we're back in video mode. And to shoot video, you just press this button, okay? And ideally, you can see now it's recording. Now when it records video, that little red light blinks down there. So there it is. It's recording in my office. It's recording 360-degree video, and you can walk around with it. You know, I would hold it about like this and walk around. I put it on a selfie stick. It works pretty good, and I'm going to go over, you know, a few ways to view this. Now, so here's some video that I shot on a selfie stick, which is kind of cool. I was walking around with this, and you can see the full 360, so I was holding it, I don't know, maybe 10 feet up in the air. And it's pretty cool. So you can see it paints out the device, but there's the selfie stick going on. And there's the outside of the stage. But you can move it around, and it works pretty good. See, so there's your full 360. And, you know, it does a good job. It's not bad. So it's pretty sharp. And, you know, of course, we have it in portrait mode, but you can turn it to landscape. It does the same thing. But, yeah, it does a pretty good device. I actually like holding it up in the air. It actually works pretty well. So yeah, it's a pretty neat device. It works pretty good. It, you know, it's got you can see on the buildings there, but you know, you can look at the sky and you can see it stitches things together pretty good. You know, it's not bad. It works pretty good for the first generation of these. It's pretty good, and for a few $100s, if you want to immerse yourself into 360-degree video or stills, it's pretty cool.
So there you have it, guys. There's my quick review of the Ricoh Theta S 360 cam. And you know, I gotta say, I really like these cameras. You know, I think for the small amount of money to, you know, learn, you know, 360 get into this technology, I think this is a great starter camera. You know, I do think that further generations will be in 4K, obviously, and you know, you'll get much sharper, you know, videos because, you know, like I say, once you do stitch it together and that stretching, it does soften the image quite a bit. But all in all, it's a cool camera. So, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm going to have a lot more cool stuff coming up very soon, and a lot more camera reviews. So, I will talk to you soon. Thank you very much.